Well, hello there. This is Angela with Parkrose Permaculture. I just got home from running some errands, and one of my kids had a question, and in the course of answering it, I thought maybe y'all have seen this in your garden and you might be wondering what's going on as well. So I thought I'd make a quick video about it. You can see that it's still quite snowy. The roads are clear and it's been above freezing. I went for a run earlier in a very cold rain, and the rain has been doing a good job of melting the snow, but we're on the shady east side of my house, and so there's still quite a bit of snow. Overall, there's still a lot of snow on the ground in a lot of places in Portland. So as you'll see, my kids are wondering, what is this stuff all over the top of the snow? What is going on here? All of this down here. And there's more over here. And if you look up, you can see up here that my mulberry tree has been stripped of some of its bark. And that's not something we see a lot here in Portland. And if you look in my front yard, you'll see one of my plum trees has some of this damage as well. So down low here, you can see this is what the bark should look like. You can see that the bark has been removed to reveal the cambium. And what's going on here is that the squirrels are really, really hungry. They're starving. In places where it's snowier in the winter, having a squirrel and vole and mouse damage to your trees can be much more common, particularly if you're looking at voles and mice at the top of the, where the snow hits the base of the tree. Your tree can get girdled by critters that want to eat the sugar-rich, nutrient-rich bark and cambium right underneath. And we don't see that much here because we so rarely get snow. Squirrels have, steady access to their food supply. But with the snow exceeding, 12 inches here, they weren't able to get their food and were risking starving. So if you are out in your garden and see this, that's what's going on. And you may experience some dieback. Your tree may get scarring. But if it's been completely girdled all the way around, you'll see dieback. And I know that mulberries are, in general, prone to having winter dieback anyway and are kind of a little bit fussy. So I would not be surprised if some of this on my contorted mulberry here and this over here, if I get some dieback as well. But that just, lets you know what's going on. These are the leftover scraps where Mr. Squirrely has been hungry and has literally nothing else to eat except tree bark. And I don't begrudge him that. The damage is not serious to my trees. If you live somewhere with a harsher winter, you're going to need to protect your trees because it can cause significant problems. I would say one of the other options is to put out food for the squirrels if we have an extreme weather event. Normally I don't condone feeding squirrels, but this is an instance where I think maybe I should have done it. I realized probably too late that the wildlife in my yard, besides the songbirds, which I did try and feed, and the hummers, but thinking about the other wildlife in the yard and how they were impacted. So that's what's going on here. I'm gonna hop into the house and get started on dinner. I'll be back soon.